All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you're connecting from. It would be nice if you can let me know where you're connecting from as you're coming in. I need you to do me a favor by sharing this video. If you are If you're connecting from Facebook, please go ahead and share it. You're connecting from YouTube, you can share it also. So welcome everybody. Welcome and good morning. All right, I can spot some of my fans out there this morning. Showing on 5291. Good morning. DBF, how you doing? Nife, how you doing also? Ada Obey from New Jersey. Welcome. As you're coming in, please, I need you to help me to share this broadcast. Let's get more people connected. Let's get more people connected this special afternoon. Because there's a story here that I want us to quickly just discuss. And I would like it if you guys will call in and let's discuss this together. All right. Tiki Posh Lee. Good evening. How are you? Afis. Good evening also. And thank you for connecting on Facebook. Please go ahead and share this broadcast. Let's get more people connected. As you know that I'm a relationship coach and I'm a counselor, a professional counselor. I take pre-marital counseling. I take marital counseling. For those who are going through the divorce process also, they're able to reach out to me for help. This morning, I am here with a kind of a very solid story. A story that I want everyone to benefit from. If you want to call in just to make your contributions, it's going to be all right also. So welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining. So I always say this to us at the beginning of every show. Relationship, marriage is very complicated. Very, very complicated. Can somebody tell me about the audio out there? Please let me know about the audio. Is the audio good? Or do you want me to turn the volume down just a little bit? It's too loud or something. Is the audio too loud? Is the audio good? Is it good on your side or is it loud? If it's too loud, please let me know so I can turn it down just a little bit. But if it's okay, I'll keep it like this. So, relationship, perfect. Thank you very much, Poshley. Relationship is not easy. It's not something that anybody should just jump into. Okay, you need to watch and be careful before jumping into it. It's complicated. Now, the story is this. This young lady here met this guy on social media. Social media is a good place to meet people, okay? But you must be very careful also getting people on social media. All right. They met on social media. They met on Instagram. Instagram, and they started chatting. And this guy is based in the US and the lady is based in Nigeria. Ibukun, how you doing? The guy is based in the US and the lady is based in Nigeria. Okay. So we started chatting, and you know how it is. Once a lady in Nigeria meets someone in the US, the fire is going to be on, and it's going to be very fast before you start hearing I love you, and then you start hearing my boo, my boo, my boo. And you know, women get women get very excited when they meet people. All right. She's based in Nigeria and is based here in the US. So they started chatting, exchanging messages, from there to WhatsApp. All right, from there to WhatsApp. So they started chatting on WhatsApp. They make video calls, phone calls, everything. And this guy made known that I am interested in you. Annette, how you doing? I'm interested in you. I want to marry you. I'm interested. I want to marry you. So the lady accepted. Excuse me. And the guy planned to go to Nigeria to meet this young lady. You know, let's get to meet. Esther, how are you? How you doing? Olajumoke, how are you doing too? Let's meet. Let's see each other face to face. Let me see the market I'm about to buy. And you can see the market you're about to buy too. Okay? Let's see if we're able to meet our parents and kick it from there. And that was the plan. Let's do it. So the lady was prepared, and this guy bought a ticket. He bought a ticket from the US to Nigeria. All right. And he got to Nigeria, checked into a hotel, made a call to the lady. The lady came with food, drinks, and everything. So they had a good time. They sat down together to talk. It was perfect. What she was looking for, what she has been praying for, perfect. Too good to be true. Okay. So the second day, they woke up, they went shopping. You know, he bought her a lot of things and everything. The third day, they took a cab and they went straight to the family house of the guy. He went over there to introduce that lady to his parents in Abeokuta. Okay. And the lady also took him to our home house to introduce him to the family also. So everything was going right. The guy left, came back to the US, and then he planned another trip to go back to Nigeria to see the lady again. So this time, the lady moved into his hotel for 2 weeks, and they were doing collabo. You know, you're doing collabo, automatically something must happen. So the guy was doing it like a full-time job. He was so much into it. Was doing it like a full-time job. 2 weeks, he packed his stuff, came back to the US. And they were chatting, they were talking and everything. Suddenly the lady said, I think I'm pregnant. The guy was happy. All right, it's good to be pregnant. I love it. I'm interested in you. We're going to get married. But it's not going to be right now. I'm still doing some things here in the US. And very soon I'm going to be done so we can get married. But keep the baby. Once the baby is born, I will definitely come home. And we're going to do introduction. And I'll pay your dowry and everything's going to be right. Then I'm going to move you into a new apartment to stay there with the baby. So the collabo resulted into the pregnancy, and everything was going right. Everything was right. Everything was going on fine, as planned and everything. All right, the baby was born. The guy rented an apartment moved the lady in there with the baby, and he hired a nanny or probably a housemaid to help the woman in the house. So everything was going right. Okay, he was still kind of busy, telling the lady, I'm still busy, we can't do the wedding right now, let me get done, everything's going to be all right. But because he has already met the family of the lady, those ones were kind of like really cool. They're like, okay, that's fine, that's our in-law, it's based in the US, and he was sending money, you know, $200, $100 to the family sometimes. And then he was sending money to the lady also for baby things and the, you know, every other thing, you know, that she wants to do. So, all right, 1 year turned to 5 years, and 5 years turned to 10 years. She was still there. He was going home to see her. They didn't do the wedding yet, but he was a kind of a very good father, very good husband, was paying bills, taking care of everything, giving money and all that. Okay? So the guy returned back to the US after a visit to Nigeria. And he called the lady and he said, I think I am very sorry. I can't continue with this relationship. All I want is for me to bring my son to the US with me. What I need you to do is to go and get a passport for the young man, and I'm going to file for him. You're going to take him to the embassy to collect the visa, put him on the plane, and send him to me. All right. That was a kind of an argument right in the middle of that. This is not right. 10 years of my life wasted like that. How come you didn't tell me this? How come you didn't tell me this before? You know? How come you wasted 10 years of my life just because you wanted a child? Well, the argument went on for like some few months. And the lady said, I am not going to send my son to the US to be with you. I'm sorry. And the guy said, well, you have to be waiting for the lawsuit then, because I'm going to sue you if you're not allowing my son to be with me. It was crazy. The two of them started threatening each other. The lady threatened that she was going to kill the child. And the guy said, do it, and you were rotting in jail. And the guy said, just wait for my lawyer. My lawyer is going to serve you. I'm bringing my son to the US. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to allow you guys to make a call if you want to. But I want to just quickly break something down real quick. And this is a big secret that I want to show you guys if you care to listen. All right. So many young men are no longer interested in getting married. All they're looking for is to have a child, just to have a son or a daughter. And most of them right now, they're not able to do it here in the US because the mother will put child support on them. They don't want to pay child support, so they want to just go scot-free. And the only way for them to do it and make it easy for themselves is to travel to Africa. And they know that you ladies in Africa, you're looking for a guy in the US because you want to jackpot. And the moment they approach you, you're going to say, yes, that's fine. Even your parents are greedy too. Once they know that the man is from the US, the young man is from the US, they will start dancing and do Thanksgiving. And they will put pressure on you to say yes, because they want to be the in-law of an American. Because the American dollar is sweet. And they know what that money could do for them. Everybody is greedy now. Everybody is selfish now. All right. It's not every nice thing or good thing that you see that is actually good for you. Sometimes you are entering into a kind of a game you will never be able to come out of. All right. A majority of you young ladies over there, they use you guys when they come home for 2 weeks. Nigerian men want to go to Nigeria for 2 weeks, and that's when they call me. And then they say, we want to register for matchmaking. And then I say, where do you want the lady to be? They'll say, I want her to be in Lagos, Nigeria. Lagos, Nigeria? Why? Well, because, Lagos people are very respectful. The ladies in Lagos, they're very respectful. They are well trained, but the ones here are very terrible. We don't like them. They are too arrogant. They are too educated to be a wife. They're making too much money, so the pride is out of the roof, and all that. So they'll convince me that they're looking for someone in Nigeria because the people in Nigeria, they are calm, they are well trained. So I say, okay. And once I post it, a lot of young ladies will be jumping on it. Oh yeah, connect me, sir. Connect me, sir. I collect their pictures, start showing the picture, doing presentations. And the guys will look at it and pick the most beautiful one with a big breast and a big bum bum. And that's all they're looking for. The big bum bum and the big breast. So they pick that one, and it's possible for them to pick 2 or 3. And then they say, yeah, I'll just be talking to the 3 of them, just to check and see what's going on. All right. And those ones are going to become suya. They are already setting up the suya before they leave. They want 3 suyas, all right, that they're going to chop for 3 weeks or 2 weeks, sorry. All right. So when they get to Nigeria, they call these ladies up, and the ladies are happy already. Oh, it's from America, it's from this. And then they come into the hotel. Before you get to know it, after showering her with gifts and stuff, she'll open the bum bum and they tear it up. Okay, they tear it up for 2 weeks. They might pick 2 and just somebody did the whole 2. All right. And then when they leave Nigeria, they block those numbers. You can't call them again. And those ladies will start calling me. Dr. Shola, please, I'm not able to reach this guy you connected with me. He's not picking phone. I don't know what I've done to him. And the first question I always ask them is that, did you sleep with him? And then they will say, he pressurized me. He pressurized me. I was like, okay. I would say, okay. That's okay. Let me just give you a special announcement, my young lady. You have just been used and scammed. They only use you as suya while they were in Nigeria. So forget about that guy. The guy is gone. He has achieved his aim. It's possible for him to call you next time when he's coming back to Nigeria to know, are you still single or you are taken? And if you are still single, he will tell you all manners of lies, how he was actually sick for a whole year, was admitted to the hospital for a whole year, or maybe locked up in prison for a whole year, and then he just got out. And now he wants to come back to Lagos just to cool off. And then why don't we just continue from where we stop? And then you as a fool, you agree, and then you come back again and he will do the same thing to you. Then he do it to you like 2-3 times, and then they dump you and push you to the side. So majority of the men right now are not interested in getting married, and they know how desperate you women are to get married. On my list, I have over 4,000 young ladies who are ready for marriage, looking for relationship, versus maybe like 40 of men. All right. There are some men that will come in just because they are looking for paper, and they will say, oh, I don't have paper, but I'm looking for a lady that can do paper for me. She must have paper. So those ones are just looking for someone to use to get their green cards. All right. Some people will actually jump on it and then they jump out. All right. The brilliant one, the smart ones will say, no, I'm not interested. But there are some of them, not all of them anyway. There are some of them that are good. they don't have the paper, but they're looking for paper. They want to get married and stay married, but it's not written on anybody's head. All right, to be able to know this one is real or this one is not. So ènìyàn burúkú ti bà ènìyàn rere jẹ́. So we have to be very careful. All right, the story of today actually proved to us, and I know many of them. I know many of these young guys. I know them. They'll come to me and they'll tell me, Dr. Shola, I don't want to get married. No, these ladies are too terrible. These ladies can't be a wife. They can't be submissive. They speak too much English. They're very arrogant. They are very bossy. I don't want them. So I don't want to get married, but I've decided I'm going to go to Nigeria and do surrogacy. I was like, what does that mean? They said they're going to go to the agency and pay maybe 5 million or 2 million or whatever it is. And these ladies were actually coming to be a surrogate mother. So they're going to buy the egg. I don't know how they get that. And then they fertilize the egg and place it in the womb of that woman. And that young lady will carry the baby for 9 months, give birth to the baby. They take the baby away from her to nurse the baby. And then the baby will be given to them and they give the baby to their mothers. Or maybe there could be a contract whereby the same surrogate mother will nurse that baby for some few years before they come back to take the baby to the US. And most of the time, they always wait for at least 10 years to pick up the baby. So they continue to pay that lady. They pay that lady. That was a story of one particular lady that was paid like that. And she took off with the baby. After collecting all the money, she ran away with the baby also. She wasn't interested in actually letting that baby go because they didn't buy the egg. They used their own eggs. So she was not willing to let go the baby, and she was demanding for marriage. No marriage, no baby. All right, and that was it. Okay, so this guy tricked this lady, got her pregnant. The baby came 10 years after. Is actually requesting to take that baby to the US. All right, so this young lady actually approached me and asked me, should I release the baby to him, the son, sorry, should I release my son to go and meet the father? That's where we are. That's where we are. And I gave a very solid advice, but I don't know what you will say. So if anybody wants to make a call just to talk to me about it, the telephone number is on the screen, 346-540-0056. You can call me on WhatsApp direct. I'll pick it up from here. If you have a suggestion for this young lady, do you think she should release the baby, the son, or not? 10 years relationship. He was paying the bills. He was nice to our family. He was nice to the woman herself. But now he's not interested in the marriage. He's only interested in taking his son to the US. What do you say? Do you think she should release that son to go with the father, or keep that son with her? What do you think? I'm waiting for the phone calls. You guys need to call in. Call in and let me know what you think. What do you think this lady should do? What do you think this lady should do? The telephone number is on the screen there. 346-540-0056. Do you think she should release that baby or not? And don't want you to forget, the guy is based in the US. She's based in Nigeria. He went to Nigeria to meet her, met with her family, introduced himself, took the lady to his own family house, introduced her to them. She got pregnant, and then 10 years after that, is demanding to pick his son to bring him to America. If we want to look at the side of the son, a young boy like that, every one of us will believe that this boy must need a very good foundation. Okay? Very good foundation. Very good school. Very good exposure. All right? All right, let me pick this call. Let's see what this person is going to say. Hello?
Hello, Dr. Shola. Happy
Yes, sir.
Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday to you too, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I said I hope you are enjoying the snow.
Well, the snow is good. The snow is not here yet. It's just that the weather is very cold. Yeah.
Wow. Just a quick one.
Yeah.
Two things. I think the question, we still need to ask the lady question. I don't know whether the lady is financially okay to actually take good care of that son.
Yeah.
If yes, if it's financially okay to take good care of the son, I would rather advise her to keep the guy, to keep the son. But if he's still struggling to even make ends meet, I think she can engage the service of a lawyer so that the two families can come together, have some sort of documentation on all those things before she will allow the son to go. To me, that's just it. But if he's still struggling even to pay school fees is a problem. You know, Nigerian system now, the public school are bad, and you know, to put your kid in good school in Nigeria, you need to have good money and all those stuff.
Yeah.
So if she can do that, if she's capable to do that, then it's better she keep her son. But if not, as I've said, she should let the son go, get a good lawyer, let the two families sit together, make an arrangement, let it be documented and signed. So that's just my own candid opinion.
But do you remember the Yoruba adage that says "Oke okulo kure, baba omo lo lomo"?
Yes. You know, I'm looking at the age of that guy. Yeah. I'm looking at the age 10. If he's 18 or older than that, then we just tell the lady, let him go, because at that level, he's already aware, he knows the mother, he knows everything. But at this level, by the time he comes to US for the next 2-3 years, probably he may not remember the mother again.
You not remember the mother again.
Yes, yeah. So that's just it.
All right, thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
You're welcome, sir.
Right. All right, we have the first suggestion here. If the woman is actually buoyant enough to take care of the son, she should just keep the son. Make arrangement to look for a lawyer to actually draft a kind of a contract that this is my son, nobody's taking my son away from me. If he's willing to be the father, that's okay. You can still be the father, and we train the son in Nigeria. And then he said, if that child is up to 18, she should let that child go, because they already established a kind of a bond. And one thing that could happen is the son may eventually bring his mother to the US to join him. All right, to join him. Okay, so I'm still waiting for more calls to come in. What do you suggest? What do you suggest? What do you suggest? The telephone number is on the screen: 346-540-0056. What do you suggest that she should do? For me, I'm looking at the boy. A very solid foundation is needed, which is good. But based on what the caller just mentioned right now, it's good for the mother and the son to establish a kind of a bond before leaving Nigeria, so that in the future, that boy could come back for the mother or whatever. But for us to allow this same practice to keep moving, these young men are going to Nigeria to take advantage of these young ladies. They take the children from them. This one is not even smart. The smart ones would just go and just say, well, I want to take my son. We're just going to go somewhere. We just want to go do this. And that's how they're going to go get passport, get everything for that son. And then they'll they'll move that son away from the mother secretly. Secretly. I'm not sure about Nigeria, but here in the US, you cannot take a 10-year-old son. You can't take a 10-year-old son to a passport office to get a passport without the consent of the mother. I'm not sure. Maybe they do that in Nigeria too. All right, somebody's calling. Hello?
Hello, Dr. Shora.
Hello, ma.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, ma.
Okay. So I'm calling because I just logged into your live show and I hope I didn't miss anything. But I just want to contribute.
Yeah.
I think there are a number of things here. The first thing I want to ask is, what was the original agreement? Is she being honest? Did the guy promise her marriage, or did he say he wanted a baby? What was the original agreement? That's number one.
Well, the original arrangement was, I love you, I want to marry you.
Okay, so he deceived her.
Yeah, they do it here in the US too. The one paper, they will just say, I love you, I want to marry you. Yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing. So now that she got pregnant and everything, what has been the guy's behavior for the last? You said the boy is 10.
Yeah,
right?
for the last 10 years, the guy has been very good. He got them a house, get them a house help, was sending money to her, even to the parents too.
Okay, so he doesn't want to marry her.
No.
But he's been good to her in terms of taking care of
He's
her.
been good. Yeah, he's been good.
Okay, so if I was the lady, I don't know how old she is, and I don't know what her life is like in Nigeria. You might have that information, but I don't, right?
Yeah.
So if she has, if she's a young lady and she's had this boy, and and she and the guy don't have any like bitter relationship. They talk. He's taking care of her. He's doing all these type of things, but he doesn't want to marry. You can't force somebody to marry you. So if I were the girl, if my situation was a good one where maybe I have a good job or something, and I said, okay, I still want to hold on to him for a little bit, maybe let him come for college. You can do the paperwork for me or his dad. Maybe let him come for college or something. But if, my situation is bad, or maybe if I even want to go do something, maybe even further my own education, or maybe find somebody else who I want to marry as well, and maybe build my own family instead of, sticking to this guy who doesn't want to marry me, then I would let the boy go. Right? I let the boy go be with his dad. It just depends on what her situation looks like, what her parents also, the situation of her parents, because you say he's taking care of the parents, sounds like they're not very financially capable as well.
That's what you did.
Yeah, it sounds like they're depending on him as well. So, are they trying to hold on to the boy so that he can continue sending money to them and maybe use him as a way of getting money from him? Or are they trying to, so there are different angles here.
Yeah.
If I'm the girl, I would try to say, okay, you know what, you can take the boy, maybe look for, maybe talk to him since he's been taking care of her and say, okay, maybe I can go better my education. I don't know her educational, whatever, level, or her career level or skill, whatever she wants to do. But if I were her, there's no need holding on to the boy to maybe say, so the man can give her this. Because if the boy eventually goes to the US, stays with his dad, and he's a good person, and another thing is the guy is a good father too, not going to abuse the boy, not going to put the boy into harm's way or whatever. Let him go be with his dad. Eventually, she gets the opportunity to still come see the boy. That's her son. If when he gets older in the next 10 years, she can also move to America.
Sure.
If she wants to. So that would be my advice to her, just depending on what her real situation is. She should be honest.
Yeah.
With herself. What's my real situation? And remove the love part, because obviously that part is not working, and just focus on what's the best thing for the boy.
Yeah.
That would be my advice.
Thank you very much for contributing that. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the telephone line is still open for those that would like to call in. We're getting towards a point here. My own suggestion at the beginning was just for them to meet and probably just let the boy stay in Nigeria for a while, more to be able to be old enough to be in the US. Coming to the US is not that easy. A single man with a 10-year-old kid, it's not going to be easy for him. unless he's married here, and that guy is not married. So for him to take care of a 10-year-old kid, take the boy to school, go back and pick him up, bring him to the house, it's going to be a lot of work. All right, let's pick this call. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, ma.
Good evening, Dr. Shola.
Good evening, ma.
And Happy New Year to you.
Same to you.
Hello?
We can hear you, ma. We can hear you. Oh, it's done. So I'm thinking maybe we should kind of like enter into a kind of agreement. Let the boy stay with them for a while. And then the boy will come here to do college by 17. And that's going to be in another 7 years' time. All right. So the boy is going to be a little bit, he's going to be able to depend on himself, be able to take care of himself, stay in the house all by himself, able to drive and all that. All right, let's pick this one. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, ma.
Sorry, the line's been a bit funny. Good evening, Dr. Shola.
Good evening, ma.
Yes. So great for the previous caller to ask the right questions, because I had similar questions. I think her advice valid. And the only other question I wanted to ask, I got the information that he promised her marriage initially, and whatever the case may be, he's changed his mind.
Yes.
And I guess if I were her, as the previous caller had said, depending on her financial standing and her educational background, I would say meet with a lawyer, draft an agreement to say, right, okay, I'm releasing him to you, especially because it would be a great idea to give that boy the right foundation. He's never going to get that kind of foundation in Nigeria. So, you know, he would get the right level of education and all of that good stuff to be in the right standing in America. So meet with a lawyer, let both families be at the table, discuss some options around constant, regular communication with the boy, with his mother, so that communication line is open, so that it doesn't feel as though she's releasing the boy and then that's it. She's never going to have any contact or anything like that. So let them have an agreement. Maybe it's going to be every weekend or every other day that she will get to speak with the boy. And then as time goes on, you know, she could, you know, develop herself as well and herself be in a position to travel. And if that's not the case, then the boy can eventually file for her, especially if there is a line of communication installed or implemented as, you know, he's going. So that at least he would have that record. Eventually, if he wants to file for her, there will be a record of regular conversation, regular communication. He can even be going to visit on holidays and stuff like that. I say all of that to say it will be best for her not to impede the future of the boy by refusing him going. Because as the previous caller said, you can't force somebody to love you if they're falling out of, to marry you if they're falling out of love with you. And then, you know, as long as she's in the life of her boy and everybody is aware that, you know, this is the plan, I say let the boy go. Let the boy go.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. So that's another wonderful contribution here. Let the boy go now, but there must be regular communication between the boy and the mother. These guys, they don't want to have anything to do with those women. Nothing. And I'm not sure why majority of these young boys right now are no longer interested in marriage. I think the issue is commitment. Commitment is the issue here. And you women too do too much. You women, let me talk to you women too. You do too much. you make the relationship look like a prison. You make the relationship look like a prison. Where is your phone? Who's talking to? Let me check your laptop. Let me do this. Let me do that. And then, where you coming from? Are you not coming home? You use telephone to monitor and run after them all around the place and stuff. So the whole relationship feels like a prison yard. Let's pick this call. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
I don't know.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for me, I think I just want to say they always think of the worst case scenario first.
Yeah.
In this case, the worst case scenario is that the guy has been an act from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. He's been sending money because he knew from the beginning that he wants to be on a good side.
Yeah.
Because later on in life, he wants that child.
Yeah.
Okay. So you send the boy to him because you feel like, okay, he's been a good man.
Yeah.
And the child gets to the US and he cut all communications and he stopped sending any money to you and your family.
Of course.
Okay? And the child is 10. Like someone said, 10 is too young. Let this child, if he's a real father, 10 is even too young to take the child away from the mother. And the mother has been doing a good job so far. Okay?
Yeah.
So before the mother can make any decision, the thing is she okay to let this child go? And think of the worst case scenario that he leaves you, the father cuts every communication and you don't hear from them anymore. Can you move on with your own life? Are you okay to move on? Okay, because the same family that people are saying, get a lawyer, sign documents, this. Let me tell you something. Once that child leaves the shores of Nigeria, things are going to change.
Of course.
Okay, human rights, they will be writing letter to his family's house in Nigeria, not him. And all the things his family will say is, we are trying to contact him, we can't contact them.
How are we even sure it took the lady to the right family?
Exactly. So I would say, just like you said, there's this scam that's been going on for years. Okay, women have to wise up. You know, there's this thing that you said that the adage that something babalomo. That is a cultural way of undermining the women in the past, in those generations. Now, you know, children are adopting names of parents, stepfathers or stepmothers that took care of them. Okay, is a man. It takes a man to raise a child. Is whoever raises the child that the child will recognize.
Correct.
So the woman, my own thing is, if you are, and that is also what we always tell women, there's nothing like being independent. Get a job, get something doing, live your life, and once you live your life, if you are okay with raising this child on your own and you can give the child the best, go ahead and do it. Those people saying education system in Nigeria, a lot of us grew up in Nigeria and then later on we moved here in university. If by university the father is still okay for the child to come, that is okay. Like you said, by that time the child already knows the mother. They can set up, you know, communication and all that the father won't be able to break. You know? So I think she needs to think of the worst case scenario, and if it's something that she can live with, then she can send the child. But I wouldn't agree to send the child right now.
Not right now. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. All right. That's another wonderful contribution here. I love that. And she mentions something right now, and I want to quickly just say to us, women. I'm not talking to the women who are here in the US or in Canada or in the UK. Those ones, they have seen it all. They understand what it means to actually be a woman, because you're on your own. But I want to address those ones that are in Nigeria. You're in Nigeria. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I am telling you. You see, there is nothing like full-time housewife. It's a very dangerous thing. There is nothing like I'm looking for a husband to pay my bills on. It's a very dangerous thing. And I see a lot of you Nigerian ladies that you are not able to pay your bills, you're not able to do anything. Then you start looking for a man. That's not the solution. The solution is not looking for a man to pay your bills. The solution is for you to sharpen your brain and be able to think well, to do a business that will bring you millions, to get a job. If it will require that you go back to school, do it. Do it. You are in school, you are doing hookup, you are doing aristo, because you're thinking by the time I finish school, I'm going to be married, and the man is going to be paying the bills. What it changed? It's no longer like that. It's no longer like that anymore. Nobody is breadwinning anything right now. So that's why women must wake up. You have to wake up and do something. The people that are here, the ladies that are here going to nursing school, they don't have two heads. The ladies that are here going into medical school, they don't have two heads. The ladies that are here that are opening restaurants and doing businesses and selling things, they don't have two heads. You can't be selling Google and Epa and think you can actually use that one to manage your life. All right? It's not going to work for you. No matter how big your breast may be or your bum may be, they're going to carry you and dump you tomorrow. Always remember that. And you're already married right now, you think you're lucky. Don't dance, because that man could sleep and not wake up tomorrow. If that guy didn't wake up tomorrow, what's going to become of you? Oh, you're going to look for another man? It doesn't work that way. And that's why it's in your body needs shallow. You have to be independent. You have to be able to make your own money. Alright, so you will not be falling into all of these kind of pits all around the place. And then people will now come to now start giving advice here and there and everything to you. You need to wake up right now. There are so many things you could do in Nigeria. So many things you could do online. Majority of you went to school, but you didn't learn computer. You don't even know how to use a laptop. You don't even know how to use your phone. I came across one lady one time selling food with iPhone 15. I was asking myself, what exactly are you doing with iPhone 15 and you are selling food? iPhone 15 is our office. It's a money-making machine. This telephone is making me money every day. All right, you need to know how to use it. All right, and if you don't know how to use it, it's going to be a problem for you. All right, majority of you can't use nothing. You just carry your phone in your hand, just walk around. And I've been saying this and you don't like it. Many of you guys don't like it. And I will continue to say it until one day you're going to like it. And I'll tell you a story about it when I finish telling you about it. Majority of you just want to just go and takuti Jesu. You just want to go to church and pray and pray and pray. It is not the prayer that will make you to become wealthy. It's not the prayer. Prayer is not going to give you money. Prayer is not going to make you break through. No. Prayer is not. You can pray from now to tomorrow. It's not going to help you. I see you guys go to all this prayer line thing. It's not working like that. That's not the way it will work. There must be a seed in the ground. And you must put water. And then God will show increase. You are only praying and God doesn't have what to bless. Your pastors may not tell you, because those ones, they want you to keep coming every time. And you go. And you're still going till now. And your life is not changing. Your situation is not changing. And you women are the ones that are there. Men we don't function by emotions. We think. We have this brain. Anytime you see a man that is doing what you are doing as woman, you need to know that one is Bobrisky. That one is Bobrisky. That one is not a real man. All right, that's not a real man. I always warn you women, don't marry a Bobrisky. Any man without brain, don't marry that person. All right, don't. If you see a guy that is running at the back of Pastor's car, running in the front of Pastor's car, don't marry that person. That person is a sissy. It's not a real man. All right, so you need to go find a business to do. And it's the most important thing for you to start thinking right now. 2 people will go to sleep, only one will wake up. If you are so lucky to be the one who is up, then now what exactly are you going to do? The man doesn't have a savings, nothing. So he's bringing home the money, he's paying the bills, and you guys are enjoying it. And even if you look at your life, you don't even have a voice in the relationship anyway. Because the person that is bringing money home in the family is the boss. You must listen to him. You can't even make suggestions. He could decide to slap you and kick you. You're not going anywhere because you already have 7 kids. Where are you going to take your 7 children to? And I tell women this: before you start having babies, base whatever you're thinking on your own personal income. Don't say he's the father, he must take care of the baby. Don't. Because it's possible for you to have that child and that guy is not involved. Will you be able to take care of that child by yourself? That's the most important thing. There are so many single mothers who are actually going through pain right now. Going through so much pain right now. And they're not able to take care of their children because these guys are gone. Some are in prison. Some died. And they left these women alone to struggle by themselves. And those women didn't know. They were supposed to walk at the beginning. Alright? They came into the US with OND. And 10 years after, they are still carrying OND all around the place. They are not able to get any job. And you Nigerian women out there, you went to OND and you quit going to school. And now you're looking for job, no jobs. Now you're now selling Worobo. You now put a little kiosk outside and you are selling chewing gum and cigarettes and pure water. Is that going to feed your children? If that man should die, that stupid business outside, would that stupid business be able to feed your children? No. That business is not going to do it. So you need to know and sit up and tell yourself, I think I need to do something about my life. I'm not going to be doing full-time housewife. I'm not going to wait for any man to pay my bills. You have to ask for them to eat in the afternoon. You don't even have your own money. You are expecting upkeep money. You have not given us upkeep. You have not dropped off. You just imagine that kind of stuff. And that's why they ridicule you. That's why they treat you like doormat. Because you are not bringing anything. You are not good for nothing. You are only good for the bed. And even the bed itself, they are not even sleeping with you constantly. They only sleep with you maybe once in a year or once every 2 years. And then you are still happy. And you think that's the way marriage is supposed to be like. Okay? That's not the way marriage is supposed to be like. You're not supposed to throw your dreams away because you are getting married. Alright? You have to pursue that dream. And then you must make sure you succeed. Alright? You get your goals. You want to be a doctor, be a doctor. You want to be a business person, be a business person. And make sure you do it right. And stop going to church in the afternoons. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Go to church on Sunday mornings. Do your service and get out of there. Alright? Do your service, get out of there. And go back to your store and make sure you are always in your place of work from morning till evening before you close. People must not come there and not meet you. You have to be there. You need to stop coming off because there is a program in church. Mike Abdo is coming to sing. That one is coming to sing. He has collected 2 million naira. He's doing his own job. You need to go do your own. Oh, Laulu Benjo is coming to our church on Wednesday. We have to call off from work. I'll close my store. Laulu Benjo already collected 2 million. He's doing his own job. He's not going to give you money out of it. Alright? So it's better you stay in your own duty post. Focus on your business. Make sure your clients are meeting you there. Alright? And be able to make money for yourselves. You see, what religion is causing for you guys, you don't understand. You think these churches are helping you. No, they're not. They're taking away so much away from your life. So much away from your life that you can ever imagine in your life. Brilliant people, smart people, they go to church on Sunday morning and they go and worship God on, you're not really worshiping God on Sunday. They go there to fellowship with brethren. That's what they go to do in church on Sunday. Alright? And you see them, they are back in their duty post, they are back on their jobs, they are back in their place of business, and they're making money. That's why they're driving good cars. That's why they're doing all this. What's going on with the mic? Is the mic okay or not? Guys, can you guys tell me if the mic is okay? Or is the mic not okay? Can somebody give me a feedback, please? Before I don't want me to continue talking if the mic is not, it's echoing, is much. Oh my goodness. How come it's echoing? How come it's echoing? Oh, how about now? What's up right now? Let me check my audio setting here. Computer itself. Okay, let's take that one out now. Let's take this one out right now. This one is more of from the computer. I believe this one will be good. How about now? How about this one? What do you think right now? Still cracking? If it's cracking, it must be the internet then. Okay, so you stay in your place of work, and then they introduce the enemy killing gospel to you. Enemy killing. You are just wasting your time, ladies and gentlemen. You are wasting your time going to a place where they are killing enemy. Please, it's time for you to stop. You're wasting your time. You're supposed to use that time to focus on building a good life. Use that time to focus on building a good life for yourself. All right? If you are truly a Christian, all right, you are running into the name of the Lord. The Bible says you are saved. You don't have any business with the enemy or the devil or whosoever. You become untouchable to all of these people. How come you are the one running, killing enemy here and there? All right, look at the life of people who are not killing enemy. Their lives are beautiful more than your own. Maybe you are not able to see. Try this week. Open your eyes. Look all around you. So these people don't get enemy. They don't have. Why are they not killing enemy? It is because of your mentality, and what they are preaching to you is what you're going to become. What you are hearing, that's what you'll become. As a man thinketh in his heart, so it's going to be. You're going to continue to be afraid of the enemy the rest of your life. And that time is gone. And you are busy focusing on enemy. You did not realize you did not go to school. You are busy focusing on the enemy. You did not realize you don't even know how to sew. You call yourself a tailor. You can't sew jack. You're concentrating on killing the enemy. You can't even cook right. And then you say you are a cook and you're a caterer. And nobody's patronizing you. And the fake prophets are telling you that's an arrow. It's not arrow. You too eat your food. Taste the food and see how delicious that food is. Then you'll be able to now judge maybe it's an arrow or it's because you are not good in doing that business. You need to go back to learn it.
You are not good in tailoring, you go back to the school. You are not good in baking, you go back to the school. You are not good in something, you go back and learn more to become perfect. And that's going to be the end of it. But you're so much into killing enemy, you have wasted your whole life away. You wasted your life away. I think I shared it on this network before, and I'll do it again. I went to Iyano Ipaja in a church. Maybe like 1,000 people are there. They only have maybe 4 or 5 cars outside. And they're saying, raise up your hand, put it down. Every enemy sitting on your throne, die. I was like, you don't get throne, brother. Brother, sister, you don't get throne where somebody feels sit on. Forget about these fake prayer points that they are praying for you. You don't have a seat yet. You don't have a throne. Nobody is sitting on anything. You have to create a throne for yourself. And to create it is not by lifting up your hands and shouting and praying. You are just exercising your lungs. I left the place. I went to Ireland. I got over there, 300 people inside church, 300 cars outside. And walked inside the place. Those ones were shouting, hallowed be your name. Hallowed be your name. That was what they were shouting. They were just worshiping. And they say, oh, these people are not righteous. These people are not holy. These people don't have anointing. But those ones are prosperous. They're successful in what they do. And you look at the proof is just there. And they're looking so beautiful, so clean. They're not sweating and not stinking. Have you taken your time to look at them? Your pastors will be making them to look like demons to you. They will say they are worldly people. They will say these ones are not going to heaven. And you agree with that, and then you're still staying in the same place where you're stagnant and not moving. You're stagnant and you're not moving, and you're still staying in the same place. All right? And you'll be complaining your life is not getting better. Your life cannot get better like that. Sorry. It can never get better like that. And one day you're going to remember this broadcast that I advised you that is not the way to go. Going back to this young lady here, my advice, like I said before, is that you have to put the life of this kid into consideration. You don't want to have any debate over this kid, just like they did to Mohbad's son. By the time that boy will grow up and will go back and watch all what everybody said about him, his father, his mother, that boy will be traumatized. He might not be able to live a good life. We need to stop putting our children on the social media. We need to stop debating them right in their face or faces. All right? Because they're going to feel like, oh my God, I'm a mistake. I am the hero. I'm the one that caused the disconnect between my dad and mom. I'm a devil. And they start thinking about it in them. And that's how they're going to grow up to become a loner. And they become a sadist. And then you now start seeing it that you have destroyed the life of a young boy. This boy is 10 years old. You don't want this boy to be broken. The best thing to do is to go through the path of peace. You don't want to fight. No. You can reach agreement. Just like people have already mentioned on the show that I love, and I said to her also, marriage is not a do or die. I am no longer interested in you. Yes. Go. You don't want to hold on to somebody and say you must marry me by fire, by force. No. If I'm dating you and I say I'm no longer interested, you can't force me to love you. I don't love you. I don't love you. I got to go. And you need to let me go. Now, this got nothing to do about you and him anymore. All right? The issue here is that something happened between the two of you you guys gave birth to a baby that is 10 years old right now. The son is 10 years old right now. So the two of us must forget about our pain and then focus on the life of that young boy. My own advice and suggestion is that the boy shouldn't come to the US for now because the boy is 10. That man will not be able to take care of a 10-year-old boy. No, he won't be able to because he will go to work. If you know how they work here, you leave your house in the morning by 7 to get to work by 8. To get to work by 8, you see? And the boy resumes school by 8:25. Who's going to take him to school? And then you go to work by 8, you are going to close by 6 o'clock in the evening. The boy will close in school by 3:30. How do you want a 10-year-old kid to get to the house? And you cannot leave a 10-year-old kid in the house by himself, or else the government will take that child away from you. All right? Maybe if he's able to hire a nanny that will be on salary, the nanny could drive him to school, pick him up, and take him back home, and all that stuff. We don't know because we've not had the opportunity of talking to the guy. But for me, I think they should reach a kind of agreement and say, I know you are the father of the kid. That's fine. I am the mother too. We both have rights over this kid. I appreciate you. I want to thank you for what you've done for my family and for myself for the past 10 years. But I need a favor from you. And the favor is that can you allow the boy to stay with me until he's 17? Let him go to school here, and then he could go to college in the US. I'll release him to you so that it's going to make your life better. It's going to make your life better. You won't have to be hurrying and going somewhere or leaving him in the house or allowing him to be a burden to you. By the time he'll be 17, he'll be able to take care of himself, and that will relieve you. So, we are no longer getting married. I'm not angry about you promising marriage and you are breaking the promise. All right? Thank you for all you've done. But at this junction, we are just going to be parents. And you can still send money for me to take him to school. If you want to still send money for the accommodation, that's fine. All right? But you don't have to send money to my parents anymore. We want to focus on these boys. We'll focus on the boy. And then reach that agreement. How much is your rent in a year? Our rent in a year is 1.2 million. All right? How much is upkeep every month? I'll give us $200, $300 every month for upkeep. How much is school fees? The school fees is 2 million naira every time. Then make that calculation, let him agree, and then you guys just agree to it, and let the boy stay with the mother. The benefit is that the mother will be able to pour herself into him. That's number one. He will be able to have the mother's, what do I call it? The training from a mother, because he's a boy. All right? They would have that training, and there will be a bond between them. And by the time the boy will leave and come to the US, he will still communicate with his mother. Still be able to communicate with his mother, and they will share moments together, video calls, or whatsoever. He will go to college and report back to the mom and dad what's going on. The mother will not miss anything. The dad will not miss anything. And then by the time the boy will turn 21, if he feels like, okay, mommy should come, he could file for his mom. Or if mommy already found another person to get married to, and she's having a baby over there, she could be invited to come to the US to spend some time with the son, and the son could come to Nigeria to spend time with her and stuff. And nobody's standing in anybody's way. The guy is going to win. You already have a son. That's fine. That's all you want. And the mother too. That's my son. Now nobody's taking the son away from you. The young man actually made a kind of a proposal that why don't I just pay you 10 million naira and then give the son to me? And I said, no, don't sell your son to him. Don't sell your son to him. And that's what these guys are doing. When they go to Nigeria, they bargain and they offer money in replace for the son or the child that they're going to be collecting. I'm giving you 10 million, you're going to get pregnant, I'll take care of you all the way. All the way. And then you're going to be fine. And then they collect 10 million, they sign the agreement, and that's what's going to happen. The other lady collected 10 million and he ran away with the baby. They're still looking for her till now. Some of them delivered the baby, gave the baby to the fathers. Okay? So in this kind of case, it's different. Somebody said, I wish I could share my story with you. What kind of story is that? Is the story related to this? I would love to hear it. If it's related to this, if not, maybe we can schedule you for another day and then you can come over and share the story. I'm always afraid when people from Nigeria call me. And I'll say this out here real quick. When people from Nigeria call me, I'm always afraid. They lie like crazy. They can lie for Africa. They'll cook up stories how one man beat them up, they have a broken leg, a broken hand, they're in the hospital, they need help, donate money for me, stuff, and everything. I'm kind of like, listen, guys, you don't want to be doing this the rest of your lives. We've been catching these people already. They will go on Daddy Free show to beg for money. They'll come on my show to beg for money. They go another one to beg for money. And they share the same story. One of them collected 2 million naira from one lady. And then she came to my network also, asking for us to help her. So whenever I see Nigerian numbers, I don't want to pick it. It will always end up in money, 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 money. And I always tell them, do you go to church? They will say, yes. What is the name of your pastor? They will say it's Redeemed Christian Church. And I will say, Redeemed is the richest church in the world. Why can't you just go to your pastor and tell your pastor to help you? And that's when everyone say, they have already tried. Let them try more. That's your church. That's where you go to. That's where you're serving. Go back there. They should be able to help you. But no, they want to come online to lamba us here. And they tell us all these cooked up stories just to collect money and collect money and collect money. All right, we work for the money. People here in the US, in Canada, in the UK, they work for the money. They want to help people that are real. They don't want to put their money inside of a pit or just anywhere. And then you think you're smarter than us, and then you come and lamba us here and tell us all of these stories that will make our heart skip for us to quickly just dip our hands in our pocket and give you money. No, you need to take yourself to work. Go and work. Go to Buka. Tell them you want to wash plates. Let them give you money for doing that. Go to a construction site. Tell them you want to help them to clean. And to clean, they pay you the money. Stop coming on social media to beg for money. You are ridiculing these redeemed people. You are ridiculing Winner's Chapel. If you go to Winner and you go to Redeem and you come here and be begging, you are a disgrace to those churches. Redeem is one of the richest churches in the whole world. Likewise, Winners. Okay? Go back to your church and go tell them you need help. They will help you. If your church is not able to help you, we cannot help you too. And we're sorry. We've done it in the past that we bought cars for people. We gave them millions and stuff. Eventually, we found out they were lying. They were lying. Dr. Shola, I have a question. Do you think any religious organization should be richer than its members? Well, when you talk about an organization organization is actually, people are there. The tendency for the organization to be richer than the people is there. But it's not like the pastor of the church should be richer than the organization. And that's why I gave an example the other day. You can never see, if you grew up in Baptist church, you can never see a Baptist church pastor that is richer than the Baptist church. You can never see a Baptist pastor driving a Lexus or a Range Rover. You can never see a Baptist pastor flying in jets. You can never see them. No. But when you go to all of these Pentecostal churches all around, those ones, they are preaching prosperity and actually killing enemy. They're collecting money. Automatically, they're going to be richer than you, richer than the whole congregation, and they will be even richer than the same organization that they're actually promoting. And that's why we have the richest pastor in the world, the richest pastor in Nigeria, and all that stuff. Where are they getting the money from? From the church, and then from international bodies, and from all the businesses they have started with the money they collected from the people. And it's because the people are not smart enough to understand that all right, you are actually throwing your own money away. You are planting your seed on another person's ground, and that person will continue to reap the benefit of the seed he's planting with your seed that is planting on his own ground. Okay? Okay, that's the way it is. Sister Fumi Shokan. I am not talking about your sister. I was just actually giving a kind of a breakdown of what we have seen. That whenever I see Niger number, I don't pick it up. I wasn't talking about your sister at all. If you've been listening, maybe you are doing selective listening. I wasn't talking about your sister. I was talking generally about the Niger people that have been calling. And if you want to fight me over this, you can go ahead and fight me over this. But everybody on this line is supposed to tell you. I wasn't referring to your sister. I was just telling people what I've noticed. Reason I don't pick Niger numbers. So if you feel you want to fight me over something you didn't understand, you can go ahead and fight me over it. I wasn't referring to your sister. So a lot of people don't understand. We go and throw our money, in the bush. Giving all this pastor money, they become more powerful than even you church members. They're richer. And you are struggling. You don't even have money to pay your bills. You don't even have money to do anything for yourself. And then you are actually throwing money at the church. I want 7 people to give 10,000 naira. And you run out. You're flexing muscle. I want someone to give 1 billion. And you run out. And then they tell you to do payment plan. And then you do payment plan. And all that and all that. See, always remember, there will be a day that you will turn 65 and 70. The church is not going to feed you. The church will not accommodate you. The church will not give you anything. They are not going to give you anything. So it's better for you to do something for yourself right now, so that when you turn 80, 70, 80, you'll be able to live a good life before you die. All right? Stop throwing your money away. All right? And people will say, oh, the church will need money. Of course, the church will need money. You do your church support. Tithing is not for Christians. It's for people in Judaism, not Christians. Christians are not supposed to be paying tithes. All right? It's people in Judaism that should be paying tithe, not Christians. All right? So you do your church support. You bring what you have, you donate it, and you turn your back. And when they come again and say prophetic offering, and they come again, they say this offering, that offering, they are not going to put their hands in your pocket. They can't force you to give it. You don't have it, you don't have it. They're going to make you to be their enemy. That's fine. But your money is going to be in your pocket, and you're going to enjoy that money that you're saving. Actually, I made a show on TikTok the other day. I was telling people about the mutual fund account. That you as a person, you are earning money and you're throwing it away. Go and open a mutual fund account in the bank. If you mistakenly put 35 million naira in that bank account, every month you're going to collect 600,000 naira back every month. You don't have to go and find a job anymore. 35 million in that account will give you 600,000 every month. You don't have to run around to go and get a job anymore. 600,000 will be enough for you to live your life. If you are not that kind of person that actually live a wasteful life or spending money on musicians or throwing parties everywhere, you will be fine. And if you mistakenly put 70 million there, that's 1.2 million every month that will be coming to you. The bankers are not telling you this because they are the ones taking advantage of it. The politicians are taking advantage of it. The government people are taking advantage of it. And the smart ones in Nigeria are taking advantage of it. And then you ask me, well, how can I get 35 million naira? I don't have 35 million naira. All right. I went to Nigeria and I actually forced some of my church members in Nigeria. We have not even started the church yet. They were just on my WhatsApp. I actually called them and I say, how much do you have in your savings account? And some of them say 500,000. Some people say 1 million. Some people say this. I actually took them to the bank, 7 of them, to go and open that account. And I said to them, all right, every month, make sure you drop money into it. Let the money continue to accumulate. Keep going. Keep going. And it's been a year now. They've been calling me, texting me, say, Dr. Shola, thank you, sir. This thing is working for us. And I say, continue to multiply the money. As they're giving you the money, keep reinvesting it. They're giving you your monthly money, keep on reinvesting it and keep moving. And one day you're going to wake up, you're going to see 10 million there. One day you're going to wake up, you're going to see 50 million there. 50 million there. And that's what it is. All right. Sister Ajoke, I wasn't thinking you were going to ask for help. I was talking generally. Can we just understand just tiny little English that I just said? Tiny little English. I wasn't talking to you. I said I don't pick Nigerian number. I am very careful picking Nigerian number because what they do to me is that they always come to ask for it. I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking about you. So Abuja throws money for even savings with 20 million give 200,000. Okay. Okay. So see, Bodiola is actually saying something there. Also. So people should go and take advantage of that instead of you going to be praying, and be wasting your time. You're wasting your time away. And you're still poor and you're still begging for bread. And you go to these churches and the church is collecting all your money from you. Can't you just go and just put that money in there and then continue to reinvest the money that you're getting? Just imagine you put 20,000 and 200, you put 20 million and 200,000 is coming back to you. You invest that 200,000 into it again. It keeps moving. By the time you need money, money is going to be available to you. You want to run a business, you have money to run the business. You are looking for a miracle from God, for someone to just wake up in the morning to come and give you their money. It's never going to happen like that. It's never going to happen like that, guys. You need to be smart. You have to wake up. Even if you have 10,000 naira, go put it there. You have 20,000 naira, go put it there. And 20,000 naira will one day become 1 million naira. And 1 million naira one day will become 2 million. And that's the way we build. You see, nobody could say, oh, I just went and put 35 million there. Where are you going to get that from? Well, every one of us started by putting 1 million. And now another million. Then 500,000. Then another 1 million. And that's how it's going to continue to grow. And you will stop killing the devil. You're going to stop killing the enemy by the time you start getting 600,000 coming to you. You're getting 600,000, 200,000 coming to you. You're going to stop killing the enemy. You're killing the enemy because you don't know the way to go by your life. That's why you are angry. And you think it's one particular woman in the village that is after you. And somebody in the spiritual realm is the one sucking your goodness. And somebody is using your glory somewhere. Nobody is using your glory anywhere. Nobody is actually attacking you or firing arrow at you. What is wrong with you is you don't understand. You just don't understand how life is. If you have a plan, you live in America, you live in Canada, you live in the UK, you have the plan to relocate back to Nigeria one day, it's good for you to go and do the mutual fund account, because by the time you're ready to go, there will be enough money for you to buy a house. So you're going to buy a modern day house. A friend of mine has been doing this for a long time. And then he went down to Nigeria and he got there, and over 400 million naira was waiting for him inside his account. Over 400 million was waiting for him inside his account. He took the money out, went to buy a house. And that's it. And that was it. That was how he actually was able to do it. But you guys were just busy praying. I don't understand you guys. See people that are not praying all around you. You're not even learning. It seems like they've eaten our brain that it's difficult for us to understand these things. Very simple thing. You're serving a man, you're not serving God. God is inside you. He's not inside church. God doesn't live in church. Your pastor may not even know your God. That pastor you are running after may not even know the God that you serve, because that God is inside of you. He's in you. The God is in you. He's in you. It's not outside. It's not outside. It's better for you to go sit down and think about these few things I've said to you. Tell yourself, no more. I'm not wasting my money anymore. I am going to save my money for myself. And now I said this last week, this is my year to be selfish. And you have to be selfish, because nobody's going to help you. There's no help anywhere. You just try to be broke. Brother Body, just try to be broke. Call all your friends that I'm broke. Can you give me 1,000 there? Can you give me $500 there? Can you give me $5,000 there? You're going to see what they're going to tell you. They'll tell you, would you know there? Yesterday I went to pay my rent. There's no more money. Oh. And that's what they're going to tell you. Why do you want to live a reckless life when you know that nobody's actually there to help? I've never called anybody to actually help me financially. Never called nobody. What I do is I save my money, and whenever I'm broke, I go back to my savings, I go borrow money from them. I use it. By the time I get the money again, I put it back in my savings. That's what I do. I have mutual fund in Nigeria. I have mutual fund here. I have savings account. I have all kinds of different savings accounts everywhere. All right. So that in case I'm broke one day, I'll be able to go back there and borrow money from myself and pay myself back. Why are you doing this to yourselves? Why are you doing this to yourself? You're giving the money you're supposed to save to a pastor, to a prophet. And those ones will continue to come. And they will keep on calling you every time to pray for you. And after they pray for you, you must actually drop something. They will send their the Zelle info to you. They will send their PayPal to you. And they collect from you, they collect from him, collect from 10,000 people. They collect everywhere. You know, and they collect from you. And you are yet to wake up. It is not their prayer that is working for you. You have the ability to create wealth, designed, created, given to you by God. Either you pray or not. But they have used this praying thing just to brainwash us. It's all praying. We've been praying, going from here to there. They are just making money. And you are not understanding the game. But one day you will. Very soon you will. Very soon you will. And I've been saying this for I don't know how many years I've been saying this on Facebook, on YouTube, on everywhere. I've been saying this. And I didn't mean I've been asking you for money now. Maybe you will say, oh, he's a thief. He wants us to give him the money. But I've not been asking you guys for money. I don't ask people for money. I don't ask you for money. I do my business. They pay me for my service. I'm good. I'm good. Are you ever going to wake up? Will you wake up or not? If you're going to wake up, now is the time to wake up and go to the bank and set up a mutual fund account and put your money inside. Yeah, that tithe will be given to that pastor. Let it be going inside that mutual fund account. If God truly lives in you, and they say it's compulsory for you to pay the tithe, to who? To God. Yeah, that God is in you. Go pay it into your account. When you go to church on Sunday, pay your church support. This is 5,000 naira to the church because I'm a member. I'm a member of this church, and uh, I'll be giving 5,000 every month towards the management of the church. And that's all you do. And that's all you do. You have to be selfish. You don't want your children to wake up one day and say, "Mommy, how come we are not able to go to Disneyland?" You don't want your children to wake up one day and say, "Mommy, how come we cannot go on vacation in America?" You don't want your children to wake up one day and say, "Mommy, how come I'm not going to good school?" Are you going to say, "Because I spend my money on God"? Oh, I give my money to God. It is God. God will bless us. How? How long will it take God to bless you? Do you think the tithe will actually bring the blessing to you? Go and ask the people that have been paying the tithe all these years. Are they blessed? Are they making money? Go and check it out. They'll tell you the truth if they're not lying. Somebody just came to give me a feedback recently. They went to a church and the pastor said, "All of you guys are using glasses, come outside." He lay hands on them and he was doing kabash. Begin to see, begin to see, begin to see. One very little boy or little girl that was there. I told the mom and said, "Mommy, I removed my glasses. I couldn't see you." He said the other ones were just lying. Like, "Oh, I could see. Oh, I could see." He said, "Me, I didn't see Jack." That girl is a truthful person. You see, those ones that are shouting I could see, those ones are scammers. They set them up there just to fool the rest of us. And that's how they do fake miracles all around the place, and they're collecting your money. And later down the road, you still see them wearing the same glasses. All right. Majority of those pastors in Houston, they are doing CNA now. Majority of those pastors, they are doing CNA in Houston now. Go and check it out. If you know anybody in Houston, ask them, what are those pastors doing now? Those fake ones, what are they doing? They're doing CNA. Money is not coming in anymore like before. When your team wise up. In America, in Canada, in the UK, people are getting wiser. The only people that are still not there is those ones who are in Nigeria. That they think that church is the only place for their lives. And that's why they are building all these gigantic buildings all around the place just to accommodate you guys. You know how many billions they spend building the hack? That money could be used to give people in that church money to start businesses. In that church to start businesses and they'll prosper in life. So they won't do it. Why do you think they're going to do that? They're trying to build a future for their own children. But you, what are you building for your own children? Yeah, you want to give your children that life of a slave. That you serve the father, that your children will serve the son. Okay. If that's the way you want your own life to continue to be, that's fine. I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for my own children. My children are not going to serve anybody. All right. They're going to serve themselves. And people will serve them too. All right. So that's what I want for my own kid. So it depends on what you want for your kid. It's what you're going to start doing right now. And without the money, you are powerless. Without the money, you're powerless. All right. Once you have money, you're powerful. So you need to go look for how you can build wealth. How to build wealth. And you don't need a lot of money to build wealth. It's from territory, so once you put a little, and you're constantly doing it, and you create a vision and say, in the next 10 years, this is what I'm going to be doing. In 10 years' time, you'll be shocked that 35 million will actually be in your bank account. And you'll be shocked how it's going to happen. I'm the one telling you right now. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate you guys for always coming around. And thank you for advising this young lady. And I'm going to communicate with her today, right after I'm done. And then I'll be back again. If you're yet to follow me on YouTube, please go ahead and follow me today, please. Leave comments, subscribe to my channel. You can actually click the notification button just to know whenever I'm back. You don't follow me yet on Facebook, go ahead and follow me right now. You can follow me on Instagram also, and on TikTok, the same name, Dr. Shola Jordan Adeoye, and I'll be happy to receive you. God bless everyone on this show tonight or this afternoon. I appreciate you guys and I love you guys. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.